All right, here we are. Welcome to Dodgeville, Wisconsin for this Western Wisconsin video productions presentation of Viroqua football. I'm Tom Lohr, your host tonight. Hopefully everything goes well. We did not get a spot in the press box as things were a little tight here in Dodgeville. So I'm over on the hill. We had a large breeze. Hope the sound is okay for everybody tonight here. As great a vantage point as I could possibly get is what I got. So we're just about ready to kick off here. Always an exciting time as football season starts with the first game to find out where all that hard work for the season paid off. Viroqua is kicking to Dodgeville. The ball is kicked. Here we go. Taken by number 11 by Dodgeville. That is Jack Graber, a junior, running back, defensive back on the roster. So we've got a lot of senior leadership here coming back for Viroqua this year. A lot of players have played since they were sophomore in varsity football, so expectations are higher than they have been in quite a few years. Coach Taylor Henry takes the field with them. We've got Carter Holmes at D tackle, and I'm not sure who the other D tackle is here. Ball snapped, handed off, and that is contained quite well. Tackled by, I missed it. 2-yard pickup. I think it was the end over here, or it was number 15, Hayden Burkhardt, who came in. Well, actually, I think it doesn't matter. All right. That is number 58. Ryan Kowalczyk, linebacker, closed in hard on that one. Going to be 3rd and 7. So far, so good here for the Blackhawks. Quarterback for Dodgeville is Nathan Johnson, a junior. Looks to pass. Throws it out here to number 3. And nice tackle made there. Hopefully I caught it on camera trying to do all that. Isaac Pratt with a nice open field tackle. And it's going to be 4th and 4. And Dodgeville looks like they're choosing to punt the ball. Punter is number 14, Joey Honerbaum. As I said, I've got kind of a tough field view here. Punt is away and kicked out of bounds. Probably it's going to be some decent field position here for Viroqua. So it looks like a fairly short punt from the 28 to it's going to be Dodgeville side of the 50-yard line. Went out of bounds on the 40-yard line. So Viroqua out of the huddle fast. 3-year quarterback Benson McDowell, number 1, taking the snaps. Ryan Kowalczyk with the center, and that is number 7. Nick Alicius with the run, and he's going to get about 3.5, 4 yards. They're going to call it 2nd and 7. Two backs in the backfield. And that is Ilicious with the run. It's kind of shut down hard. He spins, gets off the first tackle, gets a couple yards, got a flag on the play. And I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure. Personal foul on Dodgeville. So that's going to give them a first down. Again, Viroqua eager to get to the ball. They're out of the huddle fast. I think they've worked on that this year. All right, first down on the 19-yard line. Going to have to use this. Ilicious follows his blocker, and that is number 76, Carter Holmes, with a nice lead block. And looks like he's going to get 4 yards on the first down run by Ilicious. So they're gonna call it 3rd and 7. Or 2nd and 7, sorry. But sure looks to me like it's more like 2nd and 6. And they try running it right up the middle with Ilicious, and goes nowhere. A lot of returning offensive linemen here for Viroqua. Graydon Hansen at right tackle, Carter Holmes at right guard. Got Hudson running over here on the left, and looks like Anthony DePietro moved in to the left guard spot. McDowell surveys, throws, and nice pass. Hits Hayden Burkhardt right on the hands. Beautiful pass up over the top of the cornerback. I'd like to have that one back. But opened up the air game there. Benson runs over, gets the play from the sideline, comes back in. 4th and 6, big 4th down here. And McDowell swing passes it to Ilicious. And he's in for the touchdown. Nice pass. They were all fading back. Had the coverage dropped. And nice just dump off pass to Nick Ilicious over here on the right-hand side for the touchdown. And Viroqua goes up 6-0 here with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter. And this is Isaac Pratt, former soccer player, really nice field goal kicker. Hopefully we can get this one through. Snap is in. Good. Right through the uprights, and there you go. So off to a quick lead here. 7-0 with just into the first quarter. Nice start to the Viroqua football season. Let's quick, while we wait for the kickoff to get set up here, move on to the sponsor of the Western Wisconsin Video Productions broadcasts. Got American Family Insurance, the Miranda Wright Agency, the ADRC of Vernon County, keeping an eye on seniors and the disabled. Barge Chiropractic Clinic, Dr. Chris Neely, supporting your body's healing power. Bank of Cashton, Scott Wall, Friends Supporting Friends. Carmen Fortune, New Directions Real Estate. Cashton Building Supply, CBS Designs, Kevin Kirking and Courtney Kushke. Kush, yeah, I hope I'm saying that right. Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson for all your organic farming expertise. And here we go. We've got the kickoff. Once again, we got ball is fumbled there by number 20 from Dodgeville. And Alex Hoyam with a nice kickoff. Not quite handled well. And they're going to pin him down inside the 20 with that kind of fumbled kickoff return. I apologize about the fading in and out here. So Dodgeville comes out of the huddle. Got Hudson running in the middle there. D tackle. And it looks like Graydon Hansen. And they hand the ball off. That is number... Not even sure who got that ball. So Viroqua here, off to a good start so far. Looks like a passing formation. And Hoyam contains it well. And Hayden Burkout goes out and slaps that ball away. It was kind of a fly ball passed up here to number 14, Joey Hornerbaum. Pretty good protection on the play. They didn't have a lot of pressure on the quarterback, but defensive assignments were handled well. Ball snapped, swung out here to number 14. That again is Hornerbaum. I think we're going to have a holding call. We're going to have a holding call on Dodgeville. That most likely is going to come back the way it looks. Yeah, indeed a hold. So they're going to walk that off from the spot of the foul. It's going to give them a third and 16, third and 17, something like that. Three-man front. They throw that ball up. Number 12 is going to go get it. It's good coverage. Sawyer Garthwaite went after that ball. He had two Viroqua players right around him. Kind of a jump ball, went up and got it. Benson McDowell, I think, was the safety on that. Maybe not. Nick Alicious, I think, was. So they run the ball. It's going to be maybe for a yard. That is Garthwaite as well. Back to our sponsors, folks. Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, John and all the co-op crew in Chaseburg. Coon Valley Telecommunications, serving Coon Valley, Chaseburg, and Stoddard. So back we are. He pulls that ball out, the quarterback does, an option, and that is Alicious that makes the tackle out of bounds, pushes him out of bounds, and kind of a nice little option play, and he kept it, came to the outside, got it, first down, Dodgeville, on the Viroqua 40-yard line. So Dodgeville putting together a drive here. So again, we've got Graydon Hansen and Hudson running at D tackle. Hoyam and, all right, they threw it out. They kind of threw a pass out on the flat to number 3 of Dodgeville. That is Aiden Duran. And nice tackle. A lot better open field tackling this year already on the part of Viroqua. So it'll be second down and 9.5, call it. He keeps and takes it up the middle on the option. Taken down by a plethora of Viroqua Blackhawk players. So in comes number 53 for Viroqua, but I don't see that number on the roster. I do apologize. Third down, 7. Pass down the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Nick Alicious. So Viroqua will take over here on a new set of downs. Let's get back to these sponsors while we switch things over. The Eagle Title, Bank of Ontario, your Vernon County Bank, Ontario, Genoa, and Westby branches. The Eagle Title Company, Lori Holte, for your peace of mind. So Viroqua settles back into a new set of downs on the 25 after the interception by Alicious. McDowell takes, pitches to Alicious. Alicious jumps, finds a hole. We're going to have a penalty. Going to probably be a hold, I'm assuming, by Viroqua. Not certain. Sure looked like the area of holding to me. Personal foul. So a couple of them on both sides so far. Everybody's got to get that out of their system at the beginning of the year. Hopefully that doesn't become a theme. So Viroqua puts themselves in a bit of a hole here with a first and 25. And Alicious kind of bursts back up, gets a lot of that yardage back. Gonna get 8 yards. Be a second and 12 for Viroqua. So a nice little hole, kind of a draw play the way it looked. Trying to run the camera, look at the roster, and make sure these sponsors get their time. It's my first time doing this, folks, so I do apologize. So Viroqua, second down 12. McDowell surveys, and Kowalczyk snaps the ball. And we got illegal procedure. So that's going to take them back, kind of like a yo-yo. So going to have second down and 17. Want to make sure we thank Effinger Sales and Service, Mark Effinger, servicing what they sell. So probably a passing down here. They do go to the run, and they give to Schwem. Schwem runs the ball 7 yards. Going to be third. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Isaac Pratt. My bad. Schwem comes out. Burkhart comes in. Hoyam is split. We got double slot. And he gets the ball in here to, that is to Solomon Murdoch, seasoned wide receiver of the Viroqua Blackhawks. Nice delivery on the part of Benson McDowell. Two minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Exciting offensive movement here, recovering from a couple penalties and a 2nd and 25. That gets stuffed. Poor blocking. Looked like some lookout blocks for Nicolicious on that. They're starting to blitz the middle there, and maybe time for play action. Kowalczyk gets to the ball. Got Holmes and Hansen to the right on the offensive line. And we got Caden Sullivan gets the pass, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and not a lot more. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. I got some issues with this camera. It keeps panning back out on me. I'm not sure. All right, folks. I gotta admit something here. I had said earlier in the game that the first game of the season was for kind of pushing out the rough edges and such. That's true with the camera guy too. So I must have bumped the record button. I apologize. 13-7 your score here to start the second half in Dodgeville. Hopefully I didn't bump that. You got to see, I don't know what you guys, everybody was able to see, but I do apologize. A nice run by Nicolicious in the first half. A couple interceptions, I believe one by Pratt, one by McDowell. McDowell's was to stop a drive late in the first half. And Dodgeville kicking off for their second time to start the second half. Off we go. Here's the second half. And Sullivan catches it on the run, turns around and gets by some players, but is going to get bottled up by Dodgeville here just in front of the camera by the 28-yard line, looks like the 27 and a half. Sullivan gets up, goes back to the huddle. So again, whatever you missed, it was a lot of action in that first half. A nice long run by Nicolicious. Nice diversified running attack here between Isaac Pratt and Nicolicious, with Tanner Schwem lead blocking at fullback. And they swing it out here to Sullivan. He gets away from a tackle, and he's going to drive ahead. He's going to get about 6 to 7 yards. We'll call it 6 yards on the play. Nice concept. I think Dodgeville assumed they were going to go right back that running attack. And Again, I will keep my eye on the red dot. Ken told me to do that, and I messed it up. But hopefully a lot more action here to see in the second half. Handoff is to Alicious. Alicious really is untouched for the first 3-4 yards, and a nice hole, nice movement on the line of scrimmage. Third and short is the line to gain here. Same formation. Split receiver on each side. Run is to, I believe, Isaac Pratt. It's going to be good for the first down. Going to move the sticks. Viroqua in and out of the huddle very effectively this entire game. For the first game of the year, I think it looks like everybody's really on the same page. He comes over here to Murdoch. They were keying on him. Had kind of an umbrella coverage there. Couldn't go anywhere. A loss of a yard, half of a yard. 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11. Here on this near hash mark. Kowalczyk up to the ball. Pitches it. And Alicious gets a decent gain. Going to get a good 6-yard gain, 5-yard gain. I don't want to tell the refs what was going on there, but that ball looked like it was almost forward lateral a little bit. 3rd and 7, the call. Need to get a good sustained drive here if they can. 8 minutes and 40-some seconds ticking down in the third quarter. Split receiver on each side. And they're going to have an illegal procedure on the part of Nick Alicious. Bobbed his head, and that's gonna back them up 5 yards here. So we're going to come back to 3rd and 11. I think I noticed here they like to call it a little longer than it really is. It's a yard. That's 3rd and 11. But at any rate, big play here coming up. Split receivers on each side. 2. McDowell back. Has a nice pass to Murdoch. And Murdoch puts his head in there and tries to grind out a few more yards. It's gonna be a 4th and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4.5, somewhere in there. And it looks like they are going to. Looks like they're going to punt this ball. So Hoyam back to punt formation. Probably a smart decision. Hoyam punts, gets it away, nice punt, and it's fumbled. And looks like Viroqua's going to get that ball back. That was number, let's see who got it. It was heads-up play on the part of Viroqua. I think it was 11 was back. That is Jack Graber was back to receive that punt. And just kind of a line drive punt. It was very atypical of an Alex Hoyam punt and kind of went straight at him. Hard to find in the Friday Night Lights. So, big play. McDowell surveys, looks, throws it to Alicious. Alicious gets the ball behind him, and he ends up. Nope. They're going to end up. Okay, so they're going to say his knees were down when the ball went loose. So another break for Viroqua. And that is going to be 2nd and 1. So a lot of emotional ups and downs here this whole football game. Dodgeville looking for some momentum in one form or another. McDowell hands off to Alicious. Alicious rides the left guard block of DiPietro. And they're going to move the sticks. So that's going to give Viroqua an opportunity to get another first down on, it's going to look like about the 12-yard line. I'm sorry, the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. Again, your score 13-7. Viroqua's up. McDowell back. He hands off to Alicious. Alicious looks like he's going to just kind of roam right in. Off tackle. Nice, deliberate run. And 19-7 is your score. And I think they're going to go for 2 on this. Try to get it back to 21-7. I'm not sure. Sure looks like that's what's going to happen. So Viroqua's running game, offensive line, looks like they're kind of overpowering Dodgeville's interior. And some nice adjustment here on the part of the Viroqua coaching staff. And they're going to give it to Alicious. And they call it in. So 21-0 your score, or 21-7. 5 minutes, 57 seconds left. All right, let's move on to some sponsors here. I think I probably missed, I called them off a lot in the first half, but I think you missed some. So we're going to start at the bottom. Westby Co-op Credit Union, Westby Co-op Creamery, the Varsity Funeral Home, Viroqua Dental Center, the Viroqua Booster Club, the VFW of Viroqua, Vernon Manor Health Care Center, Vernon Electric Cooperative, Sleepy Hollow of Viroqua, Sealands Carpet Land, Scenic Bluffs Community Health Care, the River Bank of Westby and Coon Valley, Premier Co-op, Nordic Lanes, Mr. Duck's Canoe Rental, and Miles of Smiles Child Care Center. All right, so Viroqua to kick off, coming off that punt fumble, scores to make it 21-7 with 5 minutes, 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Nice to see Viroqua off to a good start here this year. Hopefully they can keep this game at hand and go on for a win. And Hoyam with the nice kick deep, and it hits him right on the shoulder pads, and just kind of a line drive kick again. So that, I believe, was number 22, Cage Lemansky. I'm not sure. So Dodgeville looking to get back in this game with a drive, probably trying to get a quick score here. Not time to panic by any means. Viroqua needs to readjust, Dodgeville had a lot of luck in that first half with some deep, long passes, kind of jump balls. They got a very tall receiver in number 12, Sawyer Garthwaite, and they like to toss it up to him and try to get over some of these fast but maybe shorter receivers of Viroqua, or shorter defensive backs. Well, we'll keep going on the sponsors with a timeout by Viroqua. Got Hold Up Displays, Effinger's Sales and Service, Eagle Title Company, the Bank of Ontario, Coon Valley Telecommunications, Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, Cashton Farm Supply, Cashton Building Supply, and CBS Designs. Carmen Fortune, New Directions Real Estate, Bank of Cashton, the Barge Chiropractic Clinic, ADRC of Vernon County, and the American Family Insurance Miranda Wright Agency. So back come out the Viroqua Blackhawks. I think they just had either some personnel miscues, didn't have the right people on the field. Dodgeville, and pretty much the same. So they're getting. So Johnson, kind of a draw play almost. I'm not sure if it was rolled up that way or if it was just scramble, but he came back, looked to pass, and headed upfield. Looked like a deliberate run. Viroqua not quite ready for it. Receivers did a good job of taking him downfield. All right, we've got one split receiver over here. That is Garthwaite to the right, two split to the left, and a fullback, or almost like a wing back over there. And he puts the ball up, and it goes off the hands of Ryan Kowalczyk. Nice pass defense. I think he was ready for it before number 14, Honerbaum was. Honerbaum, the other one that has seemed to have gotten quite a few passes in the first half. If I missed that action with the slip of a thumb and did not record it. So here's a 3rd and 4, big play. Pitches it over here to Honerbaum, and I think he's going to get it. So Honerbaum with the quick pass out here on the so that 1st and 10 moves the sticks to 40-yard line of Dodgeville. Kowalczyk and DePietri are your linebackers. And Kowalczyk with a nice tackle there. Got an injured player on the part of Dodgeville, unfortunately. We're going to take a little time out here to tend to the injury, and we'll get back to these sponsors. Want to thank the Bank of Ontario, your Vernon County Bank, Eagle Title Company, Lori Holte for your peace of mind. Effinger's Sales and Service, Mark Effinger, servicing what they sell. Hold Up Displays, lifetime warranty, and made in the USA. Go to holdupdisplays.com. Miles of Smiles Childcare. Fun experiences for your young learner. Mr. Duck's Canoe Rental for fun, relaxing time. Tubing, canoeing, or kayaking. Nordic Lanes. Scott and Sue Sordahl. Enjoy family fun year-round. Premier Co-op since 1893, serving the agricultural community. River Bank, Westby and Coon Valley. Down Home Financial Help. Scenic Bluffs Community Health Care. Corporate Office in Cashton. Sealand's Carpet Land. Tim Sealand and the gang, you walk on it, they will sell it. They do sell it. So that is number 65 coming off. Looks like he's okay. Thank heavens. Brady Godfrey. He is he's on the offensive line. And Viroqua comes back out here. Dodgeville quickly out of the huddle. 2nd and 6. Dodgeville putting a nice little drive together on in their own right. So it's going to be a run, and Alicius comes up and fills the hole at safety, but they're going to have another first down. It's going to move the chains. Both teams probably running more than they have in the past couple years. Making the defense guess a little bit on what their next move is going to be. Dodgeville out of the huddle on the 1st and 10. We got 2 split receivers over here to the right, one to the left. They hand off to Braden Hewsome. It's short gain for 1.5. They're calling it 2nd and 8. I would call it 8.5 or 9. But that's just me, folks. All right, so we've got Murdoch is covering here in the slot, and they pitch it over to Johnson. Throws not sure who even caught that ball, but apologize on that. Trying to make sure it's just recording now. A little gun shy. Okay. Dodgeville up to the line, moves the chains, 1st and 10 on the Viroqua 40 now. And a lot of activity. And Hoyam with part of the tackle there. Looks like DePietrio in on most of it underneath. Got Sleepy Hollow of Viroqua sponsoring the show. Vernon Electric Cooperative. Vernon Manor Healthcare Center. All right, 2nd down and 10. Trips over here to the right. Johnson comes back. They blitz him, and that's going to get intercepted by Kowalczyk, I believe. Kowalczyk goes back into coverage nicely. I don't think Johnson even saw him. He tossed it up over the middle, and Kowalczyk just popped up and got that ball, had a nice little return, comes back to the Viroqua 41. 1st and 10, Viroqua going the other way. The score is still 21-7. Viroqua up by 14 with 1:48 left in the 3rd quarter. Split receivers to the right and left. They're going to hand off to, this is to Pratt. Pratt hammers in there for about 3-4 yards. I'm gonna call it 4. I'm sure they'll call it 3. Ball to 44, 2nd down and 7. 2nd down is short 7. And the same formation. One split to the right, one split to the left. Sullivan off to the right. Alicius back in the game. And he kind of pounds the ball up in there. He's going to get another 3 yards, so it's going to set up a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Yeah, it's a long 5. Viroqua pops up to the ball. Pretty much same staff as we've had the entire night, other than Pratt's not in there at running back. Alicius is in. Offset to the left. He grabs the ball, hammers right down the middle, and he's off to the races, folks. That's a nice run. No hesitation. We're going to have a penalty, though, the way it looks. Looks like this is going to come back. Holding on Viroqua. So that's going to make it 3rd and 15. Completely different play call. About 17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Just what we needed to salt this one away. That was a nice, really, really nice run. But there must have been a reason. So we've got, want to thank some more of our sponsors while we wait them to walk this off. The Viroqua Booster Club, Viroqua Dental Center, the Varsity Funeral Home, Westby Co-op Creamery, the Westby Co-op Credit Union. And they're back up here. They're going to run a play. So it looks like it was only a 5-yard hold. I guess I don't understand. I didn't know there was such a thing. But anyway, so we've got the end of the 3rd quarter, folks, and there is your score, 21-7. Viroqua going to try to finish this drive out and get a score and have a nice lead, make it tough for Dodgeville to come back. Anything can happen. So working through our sponsor list here, American Family Insurance, the Miranda Wright Agency, ADRC of Vernon County, Barge Chiropractic Clinic, the Bank of Cashton, Carmen Fortune New Directions Real Estate, Cashton Building Supply, CBS Designs, Cashton Farm Supply, the Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, Coon Valley Telecommunications, the Bank of Ontario, Eagle Title Company, Effinger Sales and Service, Hold Up Displays, and Miles of Smiles Child Care Center. All right, so coming back this way, scoreboard behind them is Viroqua. Similar formation. Alicius offset to Benson's left. And Alicius dances up in there, kind of stutters away, but kind of hammers his way up for 8 yards. Nice gain. So Dodgeville kind of out of answers in the interior part of this ball game. Looks like Viroqua's going to continue to try to drive that running game until Dodgeville stops it. So they give Schwem the ball, and Schwem with a nice fullback run over the left side of the line, and that first down's big. 11-11, time ticking off here. They're on the 35, 1st and 10. Viroqua taking a little more time here in the huddle. Not as fast back up to the ball. Stretching out in between plays. Same formation. There is Alicius finding a nice hole. And that's going to be 5.5, almost 6 yards. We'll call it second down and 4.5. So again, I do apologize. Missed some really nice plays in that first half. A couple interceptions and one very critical one at the end to snuff out a drive on the part of Dodgeville. And it seemed like Dodgeville's had a hard time getting back in this game ever since. Handoff back to Nick Alicious with the carry. Still clicking the time away. Going to be 3rd and 4. Be interesting to see what happens on this play. I don't think they'll vary from the run, but get a couple yards, try to make it 4-down territory, I would think. They're blitzing hard. They pitch it, and Alicious goes outside, gets maybe a yard, maybe a half a yard. 4th down and 3. Got a twisted ankle here on, or a cramp, I think, number 24 for Dodgeville. Got a cramped up hammy the way it looked. Andrew Hesseling. So as he goes down, apologize for that. Hopefully he's okay. We're going to run down our list of sponsors once again. Thank them for supporting this broadcast of the Western Wisconsin Video Productions. American Family Insurance, the Miranda Wright Agency, ADRC of Vernon County, keeping an eye on senior citizens and the disabled. Barge Chiropractic Clinic, Dr. Chris Neely, supporting your body's healing power. Bank of Cashton, Scott Wall, Friends, supporting friends. Carmen Fortune, New Directions Real Estate. Cashton Building Supply and CBS Designs. Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, John and all the co-op crew. Cashton Farm Supply. Ernie Peterson, your organic farming experts. Coon Valley Telecommunications, serving Coon Valley, Chaseburg, and Stoddard. The Eagle Title Company, Lori Holte, for your peace of mind. Bank of Ontario, your Vernon County Bank, Ontario, Genoa, and Westby branches. Effinger Sales and Service. Mark Effinger, servicing what they sell. Hold Up Displays, lifetime warranty and made in the USA. Go to holdupdisplays.com. Miles of Smiles Child Care Center, fun experiences for your young learner. All right, we're back to the action here, folks. Got the 4th quarter, Viroqua up by 14, 21-7. And huge 4th down and 4 play. And Benson have a kind of a fake rollout play and had a safety blitz on, or a corner blitz on Dodgeville's part. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Dodgeville gets the ball back here. Game on, folks. 8:55 left in the game. First game of the year. Hudson running, and we got Graydon Hansen, I think. Caden Sullivan over here on the end. And they stretch that. And Nick Alicious comes screaming up as safety for run support on that, and he really snuffed that run out. That was Braden Hewsome. Tried to get to the outside, just kind of got too flat Dodgeville back out here. 8:18 and counting. Split receivers left. And they fake the run and outside the pocket, throws it out of bounds. And Murdoch was kind of bearing down on him along with Hoyam. And he just decided to throw the ball away. Stop the clock, 3rd and 12. Quickly comes to roost with Dodgeville. Bring in some fresh. McDowell's back here at safety, and they're thinking it's gonna be a long pass. Obviously, comes back to pass, and they sack him. That's gonna be Graydon Hansen with the sack, and they're calling Ethan Ellison, but that is Graydon Hansen. I did confirm that. So we've got 4th down and 21. And they're going to go ahead and punt this ball away, obviously, with being backed up into the end zone. It's probably going to be able to delay a game here, but nope. Punt gets away, and a nice punt, but Sullivan's going to just let it go, stay away from it. Probably a smart move. 6 minutes, 59 seconds left. 21-7, still your score. First and 10. Here's a drive wins are made of, folks. Eat this clock up. Go home with a win. It's always easier getting back on that bus with a W. So some penalties on both sides, kind of that first game jitters or sloppiness, whatever you want to call it. But overall, Viroqua's had a strong performance with a diversified running game and some nice passes when they needed. Dodgeville had some really nice long passes early in this game. Alicious finds a hole and exploits it. He's going to have, it's going to be a 2nd down and 4. Viroqua taking their time as they should, just trying to salt this game away, work that clock. Split receivers on each side. Schwem at fullback. Alicious follows him through, then turns that ball upfield and keeps grinding away almost to the 50-yard line. So they're pulling DiPietro around and kind of almost a double fullback lead. I know DiPietro had played fullback for a long time, so a nice concept there. Using Holmes and Hansen as a wall. Pulls DiPietro, leads, and this game we're going to probably have a hold or some extracurriculars over here. I think it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. He's walking this down. Really no need for that, folks. Viroqua trying to get some winning going. It's been some long, tough seasons trying to build this program, as has Taylor Henry been working on. McDowell gets a snap, hands off to Alicius. He runs 3-4 yards. It's going to be third and 12. Second down and 12. Okay. I see. They didn't. It's probably more of the same here. And Alicius has a hole, but it closes up. Number 54 for Dodgeville popped in that hole and shut it down fast. Briggs Hudson. And he's a freshman kid on the roster. Wow. I don't know if that's right. He's big. So again, Viroqua just working this clock. 3rd and 8. Be really nice to get a first down. Not going to happen. To get a couple yards, going to be 3rd down. Third down and
5.
so they're going to punt this ball, put them in some poorer field position. Seems like a defensive adjustment on the part of Viroqua has kind of snuffed out the high-flying offense of Dodgeville in the first half. And they end up drawing Dodgeville off, and that's probably going to change this play call. It's going to be 4th and 1. Very short 4th and 1. So they're going to walk away from the punt and run this ball. Well, do something with it anyway. Make an offensive play. Alicius offset in the backfield. They're waiting for him to. So they're. Viroqua's going to call a timeout. We're going to go back to our sponsors here then. American Family Insurance, Miranda Wright Agency. The Westby Co-op Credit Union, 9 facilities in western, central, southwestern Wisconsin. The Westby Co-op Credit Union, take home country goodness. Varsity Funeral Home, serving the surrounding communities. The Viroqua Dental Center, Dr. Leanne Klum. The VFW of Viroqua. The Viroqua Booster Club. The Vernon Manor Healthcare Center. Vernon Electric Cooperative. Sleepy Hollow of Viroqua. Sealands Carpet Land. Scenic Bluffs Community Healthcare. The River Bank Premier Co-op and Nordic Lanes. So Viroqua makes their newer play call here after surveying the staff on the part of Dodgeville. They've got shotgun formation. No. And they call a quarterback draw. And McDowell drives that run home. Nice call. Nice call. So use Alicius as a lead blocker and a decoy. And McDowell is off to the races. 2 minutes, 27 seconds ticking away. McDowell's watching for that ref to start counting things down. He put his hands up. Alicia slides off tackle. And nice, nifty little 4.5, 5 yard run. Looks like Nick Alicious has done his work. Isaac Pratt comes in the game. Again, just almost a minute 30 here, ticking down. Over to Isaac Pratt. Isaac Pratt bounces it and ends up going about even. And Dodgeville ends up calling a timeout. So again, this is Tom Lohr with your Western Wisconsin video production presentation of Viroqua football in Dodgeville tonight. Tried to give you the whole game, but I only did about probably 5/8 of it. I do apologize, but at any rate, want to thank our sponsors once again. Carmen Fortune New Directions Real Estate, Cashton Farm Supply, Bank of Cashton, Cashton Building Supply, CBS Designs, Barge Chiropractic, Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, Coon Valley Telecommunications, Bank of Ontario, ADRC of Vernon County, American Family Insurance, Miranda Wright Agency. And out comes the Dodgeville defense. Viroqua back in their running formation. And Nick Alicious pounding up in there. Again, that lead block by the pulling DePietro seems to be somewhat tough to handle on the part of Dodgeville. Sullivan's a little slow to get up. We've got, coming back to our sponsors, the Eagle Title Company, Effinger Sales and Service, Hold Up Displays, Miles of Smiles Child Care Center, Mr. Duck's Canoe Rentals, Nordic Lanes, Premier Co-op, River Bank of Westby and Coon Valley, Scenic Bluffs Community Healthcare, Sealands Carpet Land, Sleepy Hollow, Vernon Electric Cooperative, Vernon Manor Healthcare Center, VFW Viroqua, Viroqua Booster Club, Viroqua Dental Center, Varsity Funeral Home, Westby Co-op Creamery, Westby Co-op Credit Union. There's all your sponsors. Please support those vendors, those great community members that are supporting this broadcast. So back, trying to drain Dodgeville of timeouts. And they draw it, and McDowell runs for a first down, and that is going to be your game, folks. I don't. Viroqua has waited for a long time for something to cheer about here. Had some wins in the last couple years, but never able to keep some momentum going. This team looks like it's got a lot of promising future for the season. "31 seconds left. Looks like this is going to be your game, folks." The victory formation. And there you have it. Viroqua 21, Dodgeville 7 as the last few seconds tick off. Thank you for joining us, this Western Wisconsin video productions. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as you could. Again, I do apologize. I will get better at making sure we're recording everything. Have a great evening or a great day.